Very good to see you all here, and I know more people will be trickling in as the morning begins. Welcome. This is the agenda. You'll see QR codes kind of everywhere, all the time, all day today. This is the agenda QR code. My name is Chris Mentzel. I am the Executive Director for Stanford Data Science. This is our 4th annual conference here at Stanford Data Science. We got a little bit of a late start due to COVID. But we've been back for the last 4 years, and we're just very excited to present this day to you, which we'll get into once I get through a little bit of trivia here and then introduce our new faculty leader. So first I want to give a thanks especially to our campus leadership, President Levin, Provost Martinez, and Vice Provost David Studdard. The campus leadership has been very supportive of Stanford Data Science over the years, and in particular right now, in the moment, there's a huge commitment for data-driven discovery, data science, and AI at Stanford. We're looking forward to that continued support in the future years. We also want to thank the direct supporters of Stanford Data Science, including our corporate affiliate members, Johnson & Johnson, Netflix, Airbnb, and YouTube. We also want to thank our private funders, the Dieter Schwartz Foundation, and the Ram and Vijay Sri Ram family. Thank you all to all of our supporters, and thank you all for coming and joining us. The community is really the biggest supporters of Stanford Data Science here at Stanford, so really good to see all of you here. All right, some logistics. Please turn off your phones. Please know that the day is being recorded both on video and also with a photographer. You can speak to the front desk if you have any questions about that. The bathrooms are not obvious, but if you go out these doors and to the left and wander in through to the conference rooms on the east side, you'll find signs to the bathrooms there. And then I want to invite Maddie, if she's here. She might still be staffed in the front. We have a bingo game that Maddie and Laura helped put together. So there are the cards underneath the notepads. So the game is just try to find as many of these as possible, and when you get 5 in a row, just go to the front desk and we have some prizes for you. And then, finally, my job is to try to elevate the invisible work that makes this kind of conference possible. So I want to thank some people ahead of time so that, by the time everyone leaves, you can kind of appreciate them now. So Casey, Alicia, Maddie, Lynn, Aldis, Charlene, and Harini, thank you so much for making this possible. But please, in addition to them, please join me in thanking Laura Ventura for putting this all together over the course of a number of months. So you're clapping for something that you don't know what it is yet, but thank you for that. And to get us really started into the meat of the program, I want to introduce our new faculty director, Guido Imbens. Guido Imbens is the Applied Econometrics Professor in the Graduate School of Business, Professor of Economics in the School of Humanities and Sciences, and a Senior Fellow at the Stanford Institute for Economic Policy Research. His specialties are in econometrics, and in particular, methods for drawing causal inference, which measures the cause and effect relationships between variables using both experimental and observational data. He actually won the 2021 Nobel Memorial Prize in Economic Science because of this work, and his contributions to research. Causal inference is used across many fields, and Guido, Professor Imbens, was a faculty director for the Causal Science Center early in Stanford Data Science's origins, studying and bringing together community across campus. So he's been part of Stanford Data Science for years and took the helm of the unit in April 1st, so he's brand new. I'm very excited to introduce him and have him introduce the rest of the day to you. All right, please join me in welcoming Guido.
All right, thanks, Chris, for that introduction. I'm very honored to follow Emmanuel Candace as director of Stanford Data Science. As Chris mentioned, I've only started this earlier this month, so it's a little early to reflect on this. But so far, it's been great working with all the people in data science, in particular the people putting together this conference. Chris, Laura, Elizabeth, Lynn, and Maddie. I think some of them are still at the entrance, but let's thank them for all the work they've done in putting this together. Because it's a very fortunate time to be starting here at Data Science with the new building, and in particular this conference venue. It's sort of a little distracting to be standing up here kind of and looking out the view. But it's a very impressive venue. Very pleased to be here. Let me just lay out the agenda for today. So I'll make a couple of remarks about Stanford Data Science, and then we'll have the keynote by Rob Tibshirani here from the Statistics Department at Stanford. We'll have some presentations about the work done on Marlowe, the exciting new computing instrument. Following that, we'll hear something about the research done at the various centers here at Stanford Data Science. And then after lunch, there'll be some discussion with alumni from the Scholars Program, and we'll hear from some of the current data science scholars. And then at the end of the day, there will be a reception down the hall here with two poster sessions. So what is Stanford Data Science about? It was intended to bring together people from all different parts of the university interested in using and in developing different methodologies. And of course, data science is happening all over campus. Everybody is really a data scientist these days in biomedical sciences, in social sciences, in chemistry, in physics, in environmental sciences. But bringing together people interested in what often look like somewhat different questions, but where methodologies developed in some disciplines can be helpful for questions in other disciplines is what Stanford Data Science is about. And for me personally, that's something that's very important to me. Early in my career, kind of even as an undergraduate, I benefited greatly kind of from interactions with people in other disciplines, kind of seeing how they were thinking about problems that were relevant for the areas I was working in, and seeing what insights could be from those other disciplines could be leveraged. And so here, what we're trying to do is find ways of bringing together the people kind of through events like this, through the different centers, through the Scholars Program, where we get the people from the different disciplines to interact directly on a regular basis. We're trying to make sure that we can try to help accelerate discoveries in the various areas and make progress in applications in others. And so the founders of Stanford Data Science in 2017 were Emmanuel Candace and Jure Leskovich, who started with the premise that interdisciplinary research and a dialogue between the methods and applied sciences was really essential to the future of research and the progress in data science. And there's sort of really three components to the way data science has operationalized that. There's a set of researchers who have a special role here. There's some faculty who have half-time appointments at data science. There's postdocs who are partly here and partly in home departments. And there's a number of graduate students, data science scholars, who again have affiliation with a home department, but also spend time here in a way that fosters collaboration across the disciplines. Then the second pillar is these faculty-led research centers that again consists of researchers in different departments, in different schools that come together here to organize activities, to organize meetings, and find ways of furthering collaborative research. And then the third pillar is the computing instrument, Marlowe, that has only very recently been started, but is already being used very close to full capacity with people from all different parts of the university who need high-end computing facilities to conduct their research. And so we'll hear about some of the applications there today. Then let me just go into a little bit of detail on the three pillars. Separately, we have this Data Science Scholar Program that started in 2018 and has been growing steadily since. The idea is to bring students here who are funded half from their own home department and half from here, who spend time here kind of interacting with each other, building a community so that everybody can learn from each other. And we'll hear from some of the people who went through this program, as well as some people who are currently in the program. And if you have any interest in this program for the students here, please do consider applying. I think the deadline is early June, right? So please consider that and joining this community. Then the second part of the researcher component of Stanford Data Science is the faculty who have joined appointments in various departments as well as in data science. And so at the moment there's 4 of those faculty: Laura Williams in psychology and data science, Brian Tippy in statistics and data science, Brian He in chemical engineering and data science, and Ludwig Schmidt we just started in computer science and here in data science. And again, the idea is to find ways of making this more than the sum of its parts by having these people interact with people from all over campus. The next component I want to talk briefly about is the research centers. At the moment, there's 5 of them. There's 2 more being formed at the moment. And in all cases, what we're looking for, what we're interested in, is having these research centers that include people from different parts of the university who have interests in common in a way that combines data science with substantive questions. As Chris mentioned, I've been involved in the Causal Science Center since its beginning, and that's one of these areas where the interdisciplinary nature is really key. Almost all disciplines are interested in causal questions, but traditionally they've approached them in very different ways. And again, personally in my own career, I've greatly benefited from interacting with people who are looking at these questions from different perspectives, whether that's biomedical researchers doing randomized experiments, to social scientists building complex models for drawing causal inferences from observational data, kind of finding ways of leveraging the combined insights for other applications has been the premise of the Causal Science Center, where every year we bring together graduate students from all over the university kind of to talk about the applications of causal inference in their own areas. Let me then kind of briefly talk about Marlowe, which is now since January is fully online and is being used almost to capacity. This is being used by people in the life sciences, where one of the new data science faculty, Brian He, is working on problems in structural biology. It's being used for astrophysics, where one of the center leaders, Lisa Wexler, is leveraging the observational data from satellite images in combination with simulated data to deepen our understanding of dark matter and energy. There's applications from sustainability from Professor Will Chu, who's using computer vision to better understand the physics of battery degradation, which in turn can help us find better battery materials and storage systems for energy. So all these things are very exciting applications, examples of exciting research using Marlowe in a way that was not possible before Marlowe came online.